Okay. I thought I'd just add an effect because why not? Just jazz it up a little bit, I guess. Something a little different. I guess this is an update. From the last time I posted and stuff, and a lot of stuff has happened in my personal life, and I've just been dealing with a lot. Learning, living, the ebbs and flows of life, and it's been crazy. It's been a crazy time. I've been through a lot. So much changes in my life, and you know, I took a break from even Twitter. I just completely just went out of it, and I have my own private Twitter account basically where there's just basically just no one. And obviously the world is currently going through a pandemic, and that's another very big thing. And of course, I can't not mention it, but the entire Black Lives movement and stuff, all that has been talked about and everything. I actually did attend a a protest in my city, and it was amazing. It was very, very powerful, and I even got emotional during it because it's just the reality of it here in Australia, especially as well. Um, it's a pretty big deal, and people don't have that much knowledge of what is really happening around us. And everything is being extremely magnified right now with the pandemic, and we're all a little bit more aware, I would say, hyper aware, hyper whatever. But that's what's been happening. And it's very overwhelming to just see everything happen, honestly. You know, before all this, yeah, there were conversations of how crazy the political systems are. We don't agree to a lot of stuff that is being said and is being done. It's all being more magnified now. And we are all expected. There's an expectation of us which puts on a bit of a pressure, you know, to speak about it, which is amazing in itself. And there's just so much of information to just kind of feed into other people's feed timelines and everything. That's all everybody's been seeing. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy time. In my life, it's this is also part of it, obviously. And then a lot of personal issues, and my health just went downhill. It just plummeted. I didn't have COVID, but I did get a bug, which lasted for months. I'm still technically recovering from it. I have uh, some breathing difficulties in it right now, and it's very hard for me to even take a walk. But I'm getting better. That's all that matters. I'm getting the help, trying to stay a bit healthy, taking good old ginger shots as well to help me out and boost my immune system, probiotics, everything, because I've been just rammed up with just medication and everything. So, crazy time, very, very crazy time. And it's not like I have an audience, technically, but I don't know what else to say. I think this is just going to be a one take thing because I can't edit anything out because I have to use iMovie, and I'm pretty sure I deleted it. I've got a lot of stuff. My laptop. I just need a new laptop because it needs new space. It needs more space and everything. And my laptop's getting old and all that type of stuff. I need to do my eyebrows. I didn't get my eyebrows done this entire time because of the pandemic, and it just looks messy. That's all I want to say. It looks really, really messy, and just it's expensive right now. Uh, man, it's been crazy. I used to work as a guitar tutor part time, and now that had to be on hold because of the pandemic, obviously, and because I was sick, and I don't want to get anybody else sick as well. So yeah. All I gotta say is just be. I think this is the right time right now for everyone to be very, very compassionate with themselves. It's a lot to kind of take in with whatever's happening in the world. A lot. And just to be very forgiving of yourself and not to be hard. And sometimes during this time, we tend to compare as well. I think when we have a lot of time in our hands, we tend to compare ourselves with others. So be mindful of how your thought processes are going through, like how you are thinking, and if you are being overly critical of yourself, that's also something that's very that just happens. It just tends to happen. In Australia, we are getting back to normal, kind of, with everything. I'm going back to uni. This is my second week back, but it's just different. It's very different. I just have a whole lot of anxiety starting up as well for some really weird reason. Like the last time I properly went to classes was last year, and even this year when I did have classes on, it was all online, so I didn't have to face anyone. But I don't know. It's like it's just very new. It's just very different getting back to normal. But be compassionate with yourself. Be mindful of who you surround yourself with, and some people are not, some environments, I would say, not people, are not the best to be around. It's really hard to say that and hard to give advice for that during this time because you're kind of forced to be at home. Especially, I don't know how it's like to whoever's seeing this and everything, because you know the algorithms and stuff, but oh man. Also, I'm not gonna promise anything for this channel because obviously I haven't posted in like a year. But I'll still be doing what I have been doing in the last like 2 to 3 weeks. I can't remember how many videos I uploaded. It was not that many. It's like 2 to 3. I'm hoping to put more stuff out there. You know, I've come to realize that I've really been on autopilot for the last 2 years now, especially the last 2 years, because I've been going through a lot in my personal life. A lot of realizations were that I've just experienced, and it's just crazy. You know, when you really start to see your life from an outside perspective, it's really, really hard. It is genuinely very, very hard to really see your, like, where you are in your life when you are going through a lot and you're very overwhelmed by feelings most of the time. And of course you have to deal with that, you know, and then get through life itself. Let yourself feel it. That's another type of tip I am gonna give, because I guilt myself for feeling what I feel, but a lot of the time I'm paralyzed by it. But sometimes we have to let ourselves feel, but guilt-free. That's very important too. So yeah, just remember that. Just remember the environment that you're in, and if it's a negative type of environment, if it's not so great, be thankful for. I can't say that. I know how it feels like to not be in the best environment. But if you've got friends, man, like, just take advantage of that. And of course, set appropriate boundaries so you're not overwhelming them with, you know, your stuff. And talk to them. Definitely talk to them. I've experienced that too. I've just realized I need to talk to people more often. I did kind of go through a period where I was kind of isolating myself from people, but now it's really affecting me. I need to talk about my issues and stuff. It sucks when everything just kind of comes out and everything just starts to be really overwhelming. Everything just comes out all at once. It's not the best feeling. So remember to talk to your friends. Definitely open up, because sometimes we think we are genuinely nuts and whatever we go through and stuff doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And we're thinking too much, and we're overthinking, with this, with that. We think like we're just too much because our emotions are too much. It feels like it's too much, but it's very, very valid, and it comes from a place of insecurity and a lot of other deep-rooted issues that you have to look into, obviously. And make sure you talk to your friends, and make sure it's people that are open to what you have to say, and they're not judgmental at all, and they don't judge you for feeling the way that you feel. You feel me? If that's reciprocated, if they're giving you an open space, allow yourself to get into it, because I think that's all I have to say for now. I want to do more. I'm just thinking, I've been thinking about more stuff that I want to talk about, but I really want to keep it more organized instead of just you know what I mean? I'm starting to get back to, like, my life and everything, which is very different right now. Yeah, I'm starting to get back to normal, so it's going to take some time. I want to upload more, post more content, possibly music related stuff, which I haven't done in a hot minute, because I'll explain later. But that's another story. That's a whole nother story. But hope you're doing well. Hope you stay blessed. Hope you stay healthy, especially during this time. Look after yourself. Make sure to wind down. Make sure to keep off of social media as well. This is a time when we're constantly on it, because that's the time we have for it, right? But we need the balance, right? Yeah. Okay. Bye.